YouTube, welcome back. 865 Knives, the OG dog trader, back with Ramble number 13. Today we're going to do a 2 for Tuesday, brought to us by Tom's Knife Delights. We're going to look at a modern and a slip joint. We're going to look into a vintage Zippo lighter. It was my grandfather's that I inherited. And we might have some news about some things we've got via dog trading, with videos to come on that. So we're going to flip the camera around, go top down, and look at it. Alright guys, let's dive into it here. For our modern, we have a Emerson A100. This thing comes in a 154 cm steel, chisel ground, as you can see. We got a liner lock, which has pretty good lockup. Has a little bit of lock stick, which I think most Emersons do. There's the flipping of it. We've got an extremely stoutly textured G10 on both sides. We've got I put a back spacer in it. It doesn't normally come with a back spacer. It comes with barrel spacer standoffs in there. The hardware on these is always like a standard style hardware. These were made for military style, for guys that would have the tools with them. So the pivot, we've got a flathead screw, which you use a penny, another knife. The construction, the body screws, is going to be Phillips, along with clip attachment is a Phillips. We're running a Lynch Northwest deep carry clip on this one, in a blacksmith finish. This knife's made in Los Angeles, California, so we're states made. This one, they're real workhorses, real heavy use, sharpened pry bar style knives. The lack of ergonomics is almost a great thing with this knife. It's like holding on to a broom handle. So everybody's hand's made for a broom handle. You don't have anything telling you where to put your fingers and such like that. It's got a cutaway here so you can easily get to the lock bar. It's got the thumb disc for opening. Pretty good jimping on the back to work with. It's a decently good sized knife. To be called a mini, I don't know if I'd go as far to call it a mini, but like I said, it is known as the Mini A100. Just an absolute workhorse of a knife. It's one of my favorites. Our second knife for the 2 for Tuesday, brought to you by Tom at Knife Delights. Of course, if you're watching this, you know who Tom at Knife Delights is, but if there was an off chance somebody stumbled across this and didn't know who Tom was, he'll be linked in the description, but go check him out. He's got an awesome collection of buck knives and all sorts of knives. This one here is a Rough Rider. Model number, I'm gonna have to look for the model number on here. It's a RR2186. This is a half hawk in denim micarta, brass liners and spacers. This knife does have half stops, and it's in T10 carbon steel, and it takes a great patina. Of course, I use all of my knives. This knife here has the match strike, pretty long nail nicks. Has a pin blade as well, a secondary pin blade. We've got a little bit of Teeners on that one too. Has no shield, which I kind of dig that. If we could get rid of this R stamp on the bolster, it would be phenomenal, which I believe they're getting ready to do that. I don't think we have any gaps, which gaps don't really matter to me. Yeah, there is gapping up here on the top end, if you can see that. But that stuff doesn't really bother me. I know guys like to talk about it. You got plenty of dirt in there on top of the half stops. Pinched bolsters. See, we're definitely favoring the show side with the main blade and with the pin blade there. But for maybe a $12, $15 knife, what more could you ask for? I'm well pleased with this one. I use this one quite a bit. Well, lately we've been doing a lot of trading and things like that. I'm talking, we've been trading, I don't know, personal protection devices, I guess we'd say. Knives, all kinds of stuff. Anything's up for trade. Dogs, it doesn't matter. And I've came into several knives as of lately. You saw the Northwoods. We'll do a dedicated video on it soon. And yesterday I came into a whole collection of 1970s brown bone case knives. I only picked up 2 of them. I'm not into the small ones like the Eisenhower and the Peanut and things like that. But I did pick up a Copperhead and a Muskrat. And the Muskrat, I'll probably keep it put up. It's in tip-top pristine shape, and the Muskrat is a special pattern to me for reasons we may discuss later on down the road. The one thing I did want to show you today, and I've got this tape measure here covering up an address and all that, but I don't think that it really matters, but to make it harder for creeps and weirdos, this is a tape, or not a tape measure, there's the tape measure, the Lufkin 6-footer. This is a Zippo that was my papa's, that was mailed back from Bradford, Pennsylvania, June 5th, 1970. It looks like it cost 10 cents to mail it back. And this was my papa's lighter that he actually had, come to find out, had bought in 1970, and I guess broke the lid off of, sent it back, and when he received it back, he never used it again, never opened it back up, which he passed away in 73, but that's neither here nor there. So first thing is you got and you can pause if you want to read this, it's a word about Zippo, and then it's got the price of Zippo fuels for a 10-ounce economy was 49 cents and a regular was 29 cents. Just some more advertising talking about the Zippo Flint dispenser, which I would probably like to find one of those somewhere, possibly. Some more advertising. This is the side we didn't look at, right? And this is a thank you. You can pause to read that. But that's some literature that came with it. I guess we could slide this box up here where you guys can see it. This is a nice little cardboard box. I guess this is the work slip. It was entered in June 4th of 70. It came in with no lid. That's my papa. And the replacement date was 6/4/70 as well. So they had some pretty quick turnaround and customer service apparently. Before we get to the lighter, which is in this pretty little box right here, we'll look at that in a second. This thing came in wax paper with a spare flint in it. The wind's kicking up trying to blow my stuff away, and that'd be terrible to lose that. So it came with the flint, and it also came with a tube of lighter fluid, which has never been opened either. Zippo lighter fuel. So I thought that was pretty groovy right there. And the lighter, this one's gonna, well, you guys can tell me what the color and finish is whenever you see it. I don't know a whole lot about it. I did a little bit of research and found out date code, and this is a 1970. And then it's got some writing on the back. You can pause to read that. Our guarantee is unusual. And without further ado, we'll get into this lighter here. We'll open it up. We'll look at the bottom. Bradford, Pennsylvania, Zippo. 4 dashes means 70. It's never been lit, never been filled, as you can see. I don't know, it's kind of got a brass look on the inside. I'm not sure if this is brass with a silver nickel brushed finish on it or not. And there's some writing right there. You can't hardly read that. It says, for best results, use Zippo flints and fluid. But I thought this one was pretty cool, and some of you Zippo guys out there would appreciate something like this. And just to be 100% honest, I can't decide if I want to fill this thing up and carry it, just to have something that was my papa's. I've also got some of his pocket knives too that may come out to get carried every once in a while. But to carry something like his pretty regular, I guess you guys could have paused and seen that. That's still where my mom and dad live, actually, if you want to show up down there. But that's the 2 for Tuesday with a Zippo lighter. Good little ramble. We're still trading around knives. If anybody out there wants to look into trading knives, just holler at me. We've got stickers. We got a new shipment supposed to be here Friday, so I'll be reaching out to certain people in a couple of days, or possibly this afternoon, about sticker swaps. If you're wanting the sticker swap, just give me a shout. We'll make it happen. Is there any unsaid business left to talk about? I don't believe so. So if you don't mind, like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Subscribe to Tom at Knife Delights. Check out Terry's Knives and Man Stuff, Gunslinger Cal, Brian's Knives, Big E's Knives, Big J's Knives, Boston Blade Reviews, Georgia Adventure, Richter Knives, and there's a whole slew of them. If I missed you guys, just let me know in the comments. Randy's WSG, Jesse McJames, Radio Geek. I could go on for days, guys, and if I forgot you, let me know and I'll get you on the next one. Not that I have a large audience, but so that's going to be about all I've got to say today. I'll catch you guys on the next one. See you.